You're welcome back to our training at Brattle Multiconcepts Consult. Over the years, we've had a series of class and master classes, mostly free. So, and this time around, we're going to look at a very basic accounting software, which is Zoho Books. I've sent a link to the group whereby I've shown, I pointed out to our last class on Zoho, which was on Zoho Invoice. I want to believe some of us have gone through the Zoho Invoice. If you have done that, can you use an emoji to respond? If you have gone through a Zoho Invoice class. If you have done that, you've watched the Zoho Invoice class, can you please use an emoji to respond to that? Okay. Who else again? If you have gone through it, if you have gone through the Zoho Invoice, okay. So let's assume we've not gone through that, and you can always check that on our YouTube channel, which is BMC Tutors. So if you check on BMC Tutors, you're going to see the sales invoicing. And the reason for that sales invoicing class was because it's a free tool. So Invoice is a free tool that we can all use for learning, especially most of us who are freelancer. If you're a freelancer, you can always make use of the Zoho Invoice. You can use the Zoho Invoice, and you can use for your client. So if you go to BMC Tutors, you can see from this website, you have the Zoho Invoice from this YouTube channel. So it's totally free, 100% for you. And you can use that for your client, billing your client, or use it for their billing, or train your client while they pay you a token. So that is that. And so today we're going to look at Zoho Books, which is more of accounting, not just an invoicing, but accounting in full. So, okay. So let's quickly go through what we'll be learning in this course. Okay. So these are the objectives of today's class. So the welcome address, why Zoho Books? Then set up an account. Then the core ledgers, that's the chart of account. We look at that. Then we look at sales invoicing. Then we'll have a little break. That's like 5-minute break where we can refresh, stretch our leg, relieve ourselves, and the rest. Then we'll resume back and continue with purchase and expenses. Then we look at the reporting and insight, and then we'll look at the next thing that follows. Okay, so let me start by introducing myself. My name is Hakim Mustafa, and I'm going to be your guide through this class. That is, I'm going to lead this class. For those who have known me before, I have my profile on LinkedIn as Hakim Mustafa ACA. So you can see me on LinkedIn, and we can connect on LinkedIn. So now, how many of us here in this group are accountants? If you're an accountant, can you just use an emoji to respond? You're an accountant in the group. Can you use an emoji to respond? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else again? If you're an accountant, because basically this training is basically for accountants. Then for business people. When I talk about consultancy too, the people who are consultants mostly are accountants. Okay. Who else again? So I think we have good number of accountants here who actually appreciate the class. It's not just a class. No people join class just anyhow, even what they need and what they do not need. But this class is going to be basically for accounting purpose. Basically accounting. It's a class that will be used to improve our skill, how we handle our financial data. So that we're going to look at in today's class. Thank you. So if you're not an accountant and you're a business person, can you use the fire emoji? You are an entrepreneur. You just have to have the idea of how accounting works. And use the fire emoji to respond. Use the fire emoji to do that. So you can lower hand, okay. Okay. If you want, you want to have idea on how you can improve your business too. Okay, good. Then Zainab. Okay, thank you very much. So I appreciate all your responses. So now, when we talk about QuickBooks, so at the end of the class, we're going to see how to set up and customize your QuickBook, how to manage your sales, your purchases, the banking, and the inventory will not be handled today. We're going to, I think that's going to be our next free class. That's going to be Zoho inventory. We've learned about Zoho invoicing. We're going to do that again today. Then we look at purchases, and then we look at the inventory in the next class. We're going to just look at just a part of inventory, but the major inventory actually will be the next class. But we're going to see how to go about that. Okay, so that's what we're going to learn today. And like I said, it's going to be a very practical class. So next thing is, why are we learning Zoho Books? Why Zoho? Why Zoho Books? We have a lot of software out there, and the accounting software would likely be one of the two. Either you have it as a desktop or as a cloud base. We have a desktop version and we have a cloud base. So those are two things. Those are two ways by which we can have the account software. Okay, auditor in the house. Okay, Sagwenga, I cite you. Auditors are accountant too now. If you are an auditor, I know you must have accounting as a profession before you become an auditor, unless you are an internal auditor who is just a control for control purpose. Okay, thank you very much. I cite you so that I don't forget the auditors too. Auditors are here, so no verse. We go the auditor people. Okay, so we have the reason why we are looking at Zoho Books. Like I said we have two types of software. We have cloud-based, which is basically in the cloud. With cloud-based accounting software, you can work from anywhere. With the cloud-based account software, you can work from anywhere, from wherever you are. You can work on your account, from home, from your mobile, from desktop. You can work anywhere. That's cloud-based. We also have what is called desktop-based, which is basically in your office or on your desktop. Without your desktop, you cannot do anything. Without your desktop, there's nothing you can do. So those are desktop applications. And if your desktop crash, that's the end. But for Zoho Books has is online cloud-based tools. Although you can just download a version of desktop version, which will give you quick access to Zoho Books. But basically, Zoho Books does not reside on your desktop; it resides in the cloud. Same thing like we have other tools like QuickBooks, Sage, Zero, Waves, and the likes. They are also they are also they have a desktop and cloud based. I believe most of us have classes on the QuickBooks, or we have used QuickBooks and Sage 50. Sage 50 is the whole peach tree. I think we've had free class on Sage 50 before. You can check our YouTube channel, you'll find it there. We've had free classes on QuickBooks also. You can also check our YouTube channel to find the QuickBooks full class, 2 days class for QuickBooks, and I think 3 days classes for Sage. We had three days for Sage 50 and 2 days for QuickBooks. So you can check BMC tutors, you see the full class there. So, but now we have QuickBooks Online and we have Sage Online. So when you talk about Sage Online and QuickBooks Online, they work exactly like the same. But why Zoho Books is actually given an edge over the two of them is that, yes, they have built names over years. Both of them have exactly these QuickBooks and Sage. They've built credible names. And but Zoho Books has been building brand over years too, but in different areas like Zoho Invoice, Zoho Inventory, Zoho CRM, Zoho. There are a lot of Zoho applications which we are going to see as we go ahead with this course. So Zoho Books is far cheaper when it comes to cost implication. We have Zoho is cheaper than the like of Sage and QuickBooks. Let's quickly check the Zoho pricing here. Zoho pricing in a global pricing of Zoho Books or Zoho Books. So sorry, let me go to Zoho Books itself. Now I have a lot of Zoho thing here. Zoho Books pricing. Because for people who are just starting businesses, who does not have who is just starting business or a small scale business, it may be difficult to go ahead with the features like Sage. So we have free. This free is actually like just like 15 days, which we are going to use today. I told you to have to register. You can just use 15 days. We have 15 days, and you can add more and more to it within that 15 days. And we have the standard version, which is 36 per month. Now you see that is if you are paying annually. If you are paying on monthly basis, you will have to pay 4,320. But for somebody who want to pay per annum, you're going to pay 3,600 per month and multiplied by number of months. So these are what you have in the package. This is for small businesses. So you have from create invoices, services, all these will be added, then plus this. Everything in free plus this. So you can see the free version and you can see what you can all the added option. So you have them here. So you can always go back and check that after the class. And there's another one, we have professional. We have professional, and with professional, that's everything in the standard plus this. Everything in standard plus this. The manage vendor and bill, taxes and purchases, record multi-currency, bill timesheet, project this. So these are what you can see. And here you have 3 users. Here you have 1 user, 3 users, 5 users, and we also have this to be 10 users, which is premium. So premium also have everything in professional plus this. So from here we have this asset management, manage budget, cash flow forecasting, and this is rare in accounting software. It's a separate module. It's actually rare in accounting software. But from premium, you can get this in Zoho Books. Then we also have more. Let me click on this. Compare more. We have elite and ultimate. We have elite, which is 10 users also, and you have all these are the features that you can have in it, and ultimate too per month. So depending on the size of your business, you can check more and more. These are other features that you have here. You can always go ahead and check them. So there are a lot of goodies here. So that is on the price side. Now let's quickly check on Sage One price. Sage One as a comparison pricing. Sage C plan, Sage One pricing. I think we are with there. And QuickBooks pricing too. QuickBooks. And that another thing you can see is that for Zoho, they actually bill. You can make your payment in Naira, whereby you can pay in the bank, you can use your pay stack, you can use your card, USSD. There are a lot of options available for you. So the payment is actually far easier. So let's check for QuickBooks pricing. No, not the right way. Let me check again. QuickBooks pricing. QuickBooks pricing. Let's use Google chat search for that. So for Sage 50, we have basically two standard one. So we have this. This is just ordinary invoicing. So this is useless. This one is useless. That is, unless you want to do invoicing alone, that is when you can use the start option. And the start, instead of using start option, why would you go for free Zoho Books, which is 100% free? So here you have the standard for 2 users, and you can see what you can have, what you can do with it. So if you have a simple whatsoever, and you don't have much customization, you can actually go for Sage 1, which is Sage Online. Very easy to use, very straightforward, no complications, and that's good. So that is for Sage. So you can compare. If you multiply this by 12, and I think you will know what it's going to give you. $23 per month will be giving us something like that would be like 30 something thousand or 40,000 or so. That's around 40,000 naira per month. And if you look at the features here, I think the feature will be as closer to, I think, premium or professional. If you check the features, it'll be closer. In fact, it's not even, because there's no fixed asset module there. And it will be just between professional and premium. But you're going to pay this much for that. But for companies who, if you run a company that is more of international whatsoever, you can make use of Sage 50, Sage 1. Then we have QuickBooks also. They also have various plans too. So let's check if this one will give us the plans. Oh, it's still taking us back to the same. Okay, I think we have this. Oh, this is euro, but at least it will give us an idea of what we have. So you can see for simple start. So these also have small modules too. And so these are the things we can everybody can do that research after the class. And you can also you can pay for add-on. You can buy additional add-on with Zoho Books. And just like others too, you can buy additional add-on, additional users, advanced auto scan, location, expenses claim, and the rest. So there are a lot of other add-ons that we can actually do. So now let's go back to Zoho Books, and let's quickly start the class. So how do you access your Zoho Books? So you go to zoho.com/book. There are a lot of Zoho. We have Zoho Inventory, Zoho CRM, Zoho Project Management, Zoho Expenses, Zoho Billing, Zoho Mail, and all Zoho. You can see a lot of Zoho. So all these are different They are different tools. So you can explore all their products, but we're not interested in all those one now. So we're only interested in in Zoho Books, which is accounting software. So you have this option called Access Zoho Books. So click on Access Zoho Books, or you see sign in or sign up. Okay, you're coming for the first time, you use the option of signing up. You use the option of what?
An opportunity to change your mind.
So you use the option of sign up. You use the sign up option. A minute, please.
Congratulations. Oh, we have to work for it. In fact, one
Let me come here. We have Zoho Books. Zoho Books, first last book. So we have sign in or access Zoho Books. But I'm going to use okay, I already signed in again here. Let me sign out there and we access the sign up option. I want you to see the sign in hub before we move in. So click on sign up. What do you put here? Your company name. You can use your company name, like any name of your company you want to use for a trial version. Just plug in the company name here. And the next thing, your email, the passport, then the country. Then you agree to this term, create my account. It's as simple as that. With that, you've you've registered your Zoho book. So an email will be sent to you receive an email for verification in your email. So once you get the email, you can just go ahead and sign in into the company. So I'm going to sign in now into this company. I'm going to use this and I'm going to sign in now. So if you have not set up your account before, maybe I can give you like 5 minutes now, quickly set up. And once you log in, type done in the chat box. If you have set up your account, log into your account and type done in the chat box. That is just like 3 minutes, not to 5 minutes. We are going to give 3 minutes for that, everybody. 3 minutes. Let's set up our account.
Do what? To do what?
Type done. Set up your account. Go to zoho.com/book. zoho.com/book. Go to this website and click on sign up now. Fill up your information and sign in into Zoho Books.
Please, can you recap?
3 minutes for that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please,
I said
can you recap
go to
the
zohobooks.zoho.com/book. Okay, we send it to your chat box. So click on it. You can check the WhatsApp group. It's already in WhatsApp group. Click on it and register with Zoho. Just sign up an account. They're going to give you 15 days trial to practice whatever we are learning today. You have 15 days to practice. It's going to be free for you, 100% free. So 3 minutes for that, everyone. This is 11:01.
It's not on the WhatsApp link yet, too.
It's in the WhatsApp group. Go and check the group. It's
Sorry,
there.
can you hear me?
It's not there.
It's not on
It's
the
in
WhatsApp
WhatsApp
yet,
group,
too.
madam. It's there.
Zoho.com.
It's there.
Yes.
It's there.
It's there.
Go and also check the chat box. You see it.
Yes, it's already in the chat box. It's already in this meeting too. Check this meeting chat. You see it in the chat. Okay, 3 minutes for that, everyone. We are moving to. We'll do that by. We'll come back by 11:03, 11:04. Everybody, thank you. Okay, if you are done, type done in the chat box. So we have 2 done already. Whereas again, if you are done, you've set up your account, you sign into Zoho Books, type done in the chat box. Okay, thank you, Mr. Adetunji, Mr. Ismail. Type done in the chat box if you have. Okay, great. Mr. Volonso, Mr. Sarah. Okay, thank you. I need one more person again. One more person to confirm. So I will move on to the next thing. Okay, one more person. Great, Mr. David. Okay, so let's look here. Let's stop whatever we are doing. Okay, Oladayo, what's your question? Oladayo, you have a question? Okay, no, okay. I think. Do you have a question? Oladayo Ayobami. If you have a question, can you unmute and talk?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning,
Hello.
sir.
Good morning, sir. Yes.
Hello, go ahead.
I'm trying to log in, and am I going to click get started?
So what?
So what?
Yes,
am I
now.
going to click?
Yes, now.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, click on get started and then follow the instruction. Or you click on sign up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. That is what I want to ask.
No problem. Right. Okay, now let's come back to the home tab. So once you come to the home tab, you're going to have this kind of home page. Although it's asking if I want to have show around. I don't need show around. So you just get to the home page, and I don't need all this announcement for now. So I have this maybe because I've registered before. Okay, so I don't need all this for now. So the moment you are inside your Zoho Books, so let's see what next we're going to see or want to see here. Okay, that is It's okay. So before we move to that, I think we have skipped some things there. We have the key benefit. We've talked about comparison. We have key benefit like efficiency, accuracy, and scalability, collaborations, whereby you can work collaboratively from different places. We have a use case scenario. Business owner can use to track consultant building hours and projects, accountant managing multiple clients, and imagine closing your books in a half time, client loves, all these things. So also there is a self-service portal on the Zoho Books, which I'm going to show you also in this class. So the first thing we're going to do is, so this is where we're going. We're going to create the name of industry, which I've created already, and we have industry and currency. Okay, but for the purpose of the class, let me quickly do something. Let me create a new company. I'm going to click on this, and let me click on manage so that we can start together. I'm creating new organization now. New organization. I'm going to call it add new organization now. We're going to call the name BFC Free Masterclass Limited. Okay, the organization and is in Nigeria, right? Not in Afghanistan. Nigeria, and let's get started. So we just create a company now. So now we can select which industry are we operating from. Let's quickly look at an industry. Let's say we are into consulting, or which other one? Which one? Or consumer packaged goods. Okay, let's look at consumer packaged goods. And here we have Lagos. BMC is in Lagos. Then the currency you want to use, your home currency, NGN, as Naira. Then the time zone and the rest. I think we are good. Just click on the get started. So I've created the company. Now I've created the company, and what else again do we have to do there? Okay, we've set the name, industry, and the currency. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is the VAT. Now, to set up a company. So all these are a lot of things you can actually check. But to set up a tax, just come to settings there. At the top right, you can see settings there. Click on settings. Click on settings, and you can see tax here. If you cannot find it, just type tax here. Taxes. So I'm going to click on taxes. So we have tax rate and tax settings. So we are adding, the first tax we are adding now is what? Is the VAT. I think we all know that. That is the first tax we are adding. Every businesses has to pay VAT, provided they meet up with the criteria of 25 million. For now, I think it has been increased due to this new tax law. Is it to 50 million, 100 million? What's the new tax, the new minimum whatsoever now? Can somebody tell us? The minimum threshold now, I think it has been increased due to the tax law passed yesterday. So we're going to save this. So we have our VAT ready. So the tax also has settings also. There are settings on the tax. If you want it to be perhaps on row by row or on a total or other things there. So you can actually do that. Okay. So let's go back to the home and see the next thing we need to set here. So the next thing we're going to set here is configure user role and permissions. User role and what? And permissions. So let's see how to configure user role. It is assumed that you are not going to work alone. As the admin person, the person in admin, see under the settings here, I'm still under the settings, just type role. We have a role and we have users, user and roles. So let's quickly look at the role first before we come to the users. I'm clicking on roles. By default, these are the roles that come with Zoho. We have admin. Admin right will have access, unrestricted access to all modules. So staff role, access all modules except report, settings, and accountant. And this, you can also edit this. You can edit this role by clicking on what? On edit. Okay, predefined role cannot be edited or deleted. Okay, no problem. Let's leave that. But the edit button is there. So we'll see how to create our own new role. So if the role does not give you what you want, access this, and that, you can actually create a new role. So we have staff, which is assigned customer only. You can access to all modules, transaction, data, assign, all this. And we have timesheet staff, all this. These are the predefined role in Zoho Books. Then you can click a new role. See a new role. Click on new role. And let's say you want to create a sales roles. Sales only. So this guy is going to work on sales role. And we also have accountant. If it's an accountant, it means maybe you have an external accountant you want to add. That would be like maybe your auditor or a consultant. You can also make the role. You can also create a role for them. Now, if you want, so at this point, you go to select. We have, okay, this role, sales, will you have access to full invoice, full access to customer? If it is yes, you had it. If it's no, you remove it and select those ones that will be accessed by that. So you select which area the person will access. If you want to add more permissions, you can also click on this. You can see other things you can also add or remove. The vendors, you want him to access the vendors, you select which area you will have access to and which area you will not have access to. That is, it means that full access, you can view customer, create customer, edit customer, delete customer, and assign owner. So we have items. Can it reach the area of does it have access to items, inventory, price list? So all those ones we select whichever applicable to that staff or whichever is not applicable to the person and click what? Save. So the moment you click it, the role has been created. We have a sales role. This is a sales role. Now let's go back to users now. I'm going to user. Currently, I have only one user who is an admin. So I want to invite a user now. I'm clicking on this. I'm inviting who am I inviting here? Let me invite Muftau Suleiman. Muftau. Okay, sorry. Muftau Suleiman. So I'll just use an hypothetical email. But now let's just use okay, let me use one of my email. Let's one of my email and okay. Brattle Multiconcepts at gmail.com. Then the role of the guy is sales. So you send an invite to him. He will receive the invite, accept. The moment he accepts, he will have access to, he will create his password and have access to Zoho Books. So those area that we give to him will be what will be shown in the on his own portal. Whichever portal other area that is seen, once we click on them and it's not allowed, he's going to throw him back, tell him that he does not have access to that area. So that is on the role, and that's on role and permissions. Then we look at logo, invoice template, and email preference. So let's look at logo and invoice template before we answer questions. So we are moving to logo and okay. So we'll come back to settings again. We're still on settings, but I'm clicking on it so that we can identify where we are. So we can say logo, branding. So you want to have a profile, organizational profile. Click on this. So we have a profile here. You can add your logo from here. So let's say I'm using this logo. I'm using this as a logo now. Maximum of 1B. Maximum of 1B. Try with a different file. Oh, I think that is already a PD. Is it a JPEG? Okay, no problem. I think I should have a BMC logo somewhere here. So we have document. I have a logo here. Let me quickly pick a BMC logo. I think this is lesser. Okay, so we have the logo here. If you don't like it, you can delete it and re-upload another one. So the organization name, you put the name here. We have what we are doing, industry we have. This is it. The organization locations is there, and address. So you can edit your address and input everything here. So number 10, Sanusi Olonwa Street, Onigbongbo, Ikeja, Lagos, and put everything you want to add, and click on proceed. So you just click on save. So you have other options down here. Sorry, you have other options down here that you may have to look at, including the accounting period. Sorry, the accounting period, we have it down here. So your fiscal year, is it January to December or June to August or whatever? So you have to select that from here. You set that, and your reporting basis, is it accrual basis or cash basis? So you had that, your date format. So all these other things you have there, you can always just go ahead and add them. So we've saved already, so we don't need to do that again. So that is on the logo and branding. So the next thing is invoicing, right? The next thing is invoicing template. So invoicing template. So when you come back to these settings again, so there are a lot of things you can do on the settings. You can see everything you can do on the settings. If you want to link your custom domain, you want to create a custom domain for websites, currencies, all these opening balances, subscription, there's for payment, and preferences, sales, purchases. So you can see all these. These are a lot of things you can actually look into maybe after the class. And you have integrations, SME integration, so apps, other apps, Uber, WhatsApp, Marketplace. If your company want to integrate their WhatsApp business into this, good. So you can actually do that with Zoho. So there are a lot of integrations that you can do with Zoho Books. So let's go look at the invoicing and look at the template also. So you can see the invoicing, the alert. Okay, sorry. That is the template. Template should be. So we have templates, new template. We want to create a new invoice template. So we have invoice template here, and you can click. This is the standard one that comes with it. So that's the standard one, and you can add another one. So this one you have here, you can edit it. So by default, this is why we have our logo. So you can go ahead and select your paper size. Your invoicing is it to be up, to be portrait or landscape, all those things there. You can go ahead and see them. And you have the font. You want to include the PDF format font. You can select your font. The label color, you can change the colors from here, the font color, the background color. So there are a lot of things you can do there. The header and footers, you can choose headers and footers, what you want there. The detail of transactions, how you want it to appear, you can actually do that. The tables you want to use, the table that you'll be using, you select what kind of table you want to use. The total line, how your total line will look like, the layout, and the other details. So there are a lot of things. So depend on how your invoice is, your physical invoice is. So you can actually go ahead and try to include as many information as you want in your in your template. So I'm not doing that now. I'm going to cancel this, and you can add a new template. Click on new. So you have a lot of options here. Standard Japanese style, standard European style. You can select anyone, and whichever one you select, you just need to edit it and tweak it. So you can add signature. No, there's no signature here. You can add signature to it and whatever you want. So you just have a lot of options there in Zoho Books. This is one of the limitations. It has a very simple one. Just focus on what you want to do. You don't need to go through all this. So we have options of invoicing template in this. Okay, that's good. And the same thing on the email preference too. Just go to settings and check that too. Your email preference, your template email, how you want your email to look like, sending emails, sender email preference, email insight, general this and that. So these are one of the things you can do in Zoho setting up. So sorry, we've taken much time in setting up, but I think it's worth it. So thank you very much for that. So before we move to the next slide, can you quickly ask your question? Somebody raised his hand earlier. If you raise your hand, you want to ask question on setting up, configurations, branding, logo, and the rest. Can you ask a question? Account support. Okay, sorry. Olabayo Ayobami.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate. We do produce paints. Can we have an avenue where we can put our purchases, like raw material, and it's manufacturing account that we are dealing with? So I just want to know if Zoho Books can be used for production.
Actually, okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. Zoho Books can be used for that. Yeah. Mr. Aziz, your question.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Sir. Yeah, my question is, at the setting up of the tax aspect, we understand that there are some companies that are not vatable, and there are some companies that are withholding the government agencies or deducting agents. So how do we incorporate that into setting up in your tax area when you are issuing your invoice?
Okay, good. I will go back there and show you how to do that.
My question.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So
account
sorry,
support, right?
Yes, sir. I joined late, so I was trying to log in. Is it on this? Oh, if I want to start what you explained earlier, that Zoho.com is on this platform that I open it, or from other maybe Google Chrome or any other one?
You can open from Google Chrome. You can open from anywhere. You can use Google Chrome. You can use Google Chrome. You can use Edge. You can use Mozilla, whichever one. I don't think Zoho has enemy among them. Okay, so like I said, just come here and select the tax service. You have this enable TDS. Can you see this option, Mr. I think Mr. Aziz? This is TDS. This is tax deducted from source. I think this is what you're talking about. This is the area you are talking about.
Okay.
So you're going to select what tax is that, and it will select who is going to be removing this. Is it customer? The one you're talking about, is it customer or what? Or vendor? So you can select. And if it is both of them, that will be you have withholding tax or tax done from source from, you can always select for that. And you can see, so the moment you click on it, you can see enable TDS override, enable this. So just go ahead and read the whole thing there. You can get it better once you get there. Just look at the way it will work of your company, and you can always set it up from there. I think that's okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you have the option there for you. So let's go back to our home page. Okay, thank you. So, okay, Abisola Aruna, your question, please.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good
Thank
morning.
you so much for the question. So my question is this: under the role where we get to add like a new person to the roles, you said would need to send an invite to invite the person. So my question now is,
yes,
this Zoho book, we get to pay for whichever level we want for, right? So I want to ask, the person we are inviting, would the person also be paying for his own session?
No. You have paid. You can see that
cover for the person.
As cover. No, can see that the plan has. We have different plan for 3 users, for 5 users, for 10 users. You know, all those plan that we have there in Zoho will actually covers them. I get you mean. The Zoho prices. There are a number of users that you already have number of users you are buying. You get me? You have a number of users you are buying. So and until you finish that users, you don't need to buy additional users. If after you subscribe for this, you need additional users, you go to buy additional users. As when you subscribe for 3 users, can you see my screen, please? You subscribe for 3 users and you need more. What do? You just go to Zoho and add another user, 800 naira per month. Zoho will give you, and that's one of the advantages of Zoho. So you can easily scale up or scale down. It's easy. So nobody is forcing any price on you. You can add and remove things you don't need at any point in time. I think that's answered your question.
Right, thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay,
thank
great.
you, sir.
So now let's go back to the task. Sorry, let me check the chat box. If there's any, okay. Please confirm Zoho only upload to cloud. Yeah, hello, I've said it earlier.
Hello.
Please, there's somebody asking a question. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm from the home page. I'm looking to how you get to the all setting, but I can't find where you click to get it.
At the top right, beside your logo. Hello, at the top right, look at my screen.
Okay.
Can you see it here?
I'm coming, please. Let me maximize.
Look at my screen, please.
Yeah.
At the top right here, beside the image.
Okay.
Add your image. If you want to like your photo, you can add the photo here. Beside it, you can see settings there.
Okay, I've seen it. Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Okay, welcome. So confirm. So Zoho works on the cloud. You have a desktop application, but it has limited thing that you can do. Just type Zoho desktop here. Zoho desktop application. You just download it, and you have it. When you have Zoho desktop application, you can download Zoho. No. It's a desktop app also. This is it. Download it and install it on your system. But it will not give you the full right, like the user, all those admin rights. But you can use to post for postings. That one is very fast and very easy to post there. So you can use the app, and it also have mobile app too. If that's mobile app, you can go ahead and do all those ones. Those are things we can always learn. Okay, thank you. So next thing we're going to look at is the chart of account, which is the backbone of accounting system. Chart of account. We have like different five types of accounting whatsoever. That is basic. We have assets, which also divided into we have different type of asset, current asset, non-current asset. All those ones we also have them. But all we are focusing on is what? Assets. We have liabilities, we have equity, we have revenue, and we have expenses. So these are different kind of assets that we have. So, okay, let's see how we can apply those ones in Zoho Books. Now, to get to where you can access the chart of account, at the top left here, we can see on the left side, we have home, item, banking, sales, purchases, time tracking, and accountant. So under accountant, we have what is called chart of accounts. This is where we start the journey. Start chart of account, COA. So by default, some chart of account comes with Zoho Books. By default, some chart of account comes with what? With Zoho Books. So this one that has the settings here, these are those ones that we cannot delete them. Oh, sorry, this one with locked, rather. This one, we cannot delete this one with lock. Yeah, we cannot delete them. So we have them as a default account. We have all these ones. We cannot actually delete them. We can't delete them. So they come by default. Then, however, we can manage some of them. So, but before we go to managing, let's first create our own chapter. Let's first create something we want to use here. Let's say, what do we have? Okay, we have furniture and fittings. Let's create plant and machineries. How do we create a new chart of account? You can see new account here. Click on new account, and it will take you to this point where you're going to select what kind of account are you? What kind of account are you creating? We are creating a fixed asset. Plant and machinery is a fixed asset, and the name is what? Plant, and machineries. Oh, sorry, no verse for my English. Okay, so plant and machinery is okay. So we have plant and machinery here, and okay, let me quickly do something now. We have plant and machinery. No, sometimes in account to make some things easier. Sometimes again, we may have to have we can have what is called sub account. So I'm going to call this one NBV. We know what it means, net book value, and we save this. So let's give it account code to be 1000. Okay, let's make it 11001. 11001. What I want to do is I'm going to give a bank 10. So fixed asset will be what? 11. I'm going to explain why later. So we have this one, what? Plant and machinery NBV. Control C. Save. I've saved this. I'm going to create another one again. Create the next one. So it's also a fixed asset, and this is a cost. So make a sub account. I want to make it what? A sub account to what? To a parent account called this account, which is 11001. I can make this 11001A, or maybe small a. Since they are under this, I'm going to click a save. Or you can make it 2 or 3, whichever way. But I think to avoid complications, they can just be one together. Okay, then we'll have a new account. This one goes what? This is a fixed asset. And this one what? Plant and machinery. Next one here is what? Accumulated depreciation. It's also a sub account to what? to plant and machinery net book value and click on save. So let's quickly see that and how it's going to look like. So what I've done now is that you can see that we have these two accounts under what? Plant and machinery, which means that if I collapse this, the two accounts, the total here, the total of these two, this minus this is going to give us what? The balance of the net book value. That is how to create a new chart of account. Now let me create another one again. Let me create a revenue account. I'm selecting this, then I'm going down here. I'll select a revenue account, which is income. And since our business is into branded goods sold or something like that, I'm going to select let's say noodles. We sell noodles. Noodles, we have different type of noodles too, but let's just say Honeywell or flour mill noodles, anyone you like. So you can have income for noodles, or let's just make it income for noodles. Yeah, income for noodles. So all noodles income will go to this account. Just save. That's all. Oh, I've not included the whatever. Okay, let me quickly edit that so that I can add the account code. That is income to noodles. Where is it? Okay, let me quickly do that. Income to noodles. Come here. You can sort by account type. You can group them by this. So since you have it already grouped, and just go to income area. Where is the income for noodles? Where is our income? Okay, this is it. Income for noodles, settings, edit. Let's edit this. Income for noodles. And I want to add the account code. Let's make account for revenue to be 40001 and click on OK. That is 5 digits, right? Yeah, great. So that is a simple way by which you can just create your chart of account. Let me see again before you go ahead and create your own. So we have this, we've created this. Okay, add custom this, marketing expense account, edit imbalances, we'll get to balances. Okay, can everyone try to create a marketing expense now? Let's create marketing expense at the start of account. Just marketing expense only in your new company. While you are doing that, Prince, ask your question. Prince, you have a question? Hello? You raise up your hand. Okay. So let's give like.
Hello, I'm here. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Okay. While other people are doing, when you are practicing, create your marketing expense.
Hello.
While Prince is asking his question. Okay, go ahead. Are you Prince?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead with
your
question.
Okay, the question is on the aspect of desktop app you are trying to open before. Yeah, while using that desktop app, I should know that this is a cloud-based. Would it be synchronizing with the cloud-based as I'm using the desktop app if I download it on the system?
Yes. It's going to be synchronized with your cloud application. Yes.
Okay, real time or anytime I log in? Must it be on the internet?
As you are refreshing, it will, unless you don't have internet. If you don't have internet, you can work offline for some time, and once you have internet, it will synchronize.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Can Zoho Books be used to prepare manufacturing, trading, account? Since manufacturing account, basically, I think most accounting software does not have it. Most accounting software does not have manufacturing setting the way we were taught in quote, the way we were taught in school. But they can help you to calculate your manufacturing cost into your finished goods. But with Zoho have a lot of configuration whereby you can go ahead and set up a something that will give you the report of a manufacturing account. Are you getting me now, Mr. Binga? It is possible. It is more possible in Zoho than to do that in Sage or QuickBooks. And there's another thing, you can also add add-on. There are some other third-party applications that you can also add to get that done as a manufacturing account. It's very rare. It's very rare in account software that you can have manufacturing account separated. It's very rare in account software. But you can use third-party application, or you create some report yourself, whereby you create that report, what you want, material, finished good, raw material, labor, overhead, and you want them to give you a particular report. That is also possible in Zoho Books. Okay, I believe we have created the marketing expense. Can you create a bank also? Create bank, Union Bank, or Zenith Bank, or GT Bank. Can anybody do that again? Can you do that? Let's create that. I'm going to create my bank too. New. Select bank. This is bank. So like I said, I'm going to use 1000 for my bank. So I'm going to use the bank is Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank. And it's going to be 10001. 5 digits. I want to maintain 5 digits. And the account number is not necessary. This is not necessary. The account number is not necessary. And if you have more than one account in a bank too, you can use sub account the same way we did earlier. Create Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank created. If you have more than one account in Zenith Bank, that's no problem. You just do that. Just create another account and you put it savings account or Zenith number Zenith 1729 under Zenith Bank, Zenith 2250 or Zenith Ojota branch, Zenith Kinikon branch. All those Zenith will be under what? Under the Zenith account. So let me quickly demonstrate that. Let me quickly do that also. If you have more than one account in Zenith, that is when you use this option, bank. We have call it Zenith Ogba, or whatever you use to differentiate them. Zenith Ogba. Okay, sorry, this does not allow sub account here. We have Zenith Ogba. I thought I'm in QuickBooks. Does not allow sub account. So we have the numbers there. I forgot to put the number again. Let me edit it again. Action. Edit. One.
Sorry, please, sir. How do you move to books? I'm on click. How do I move to book, please?
You're on click. Okay, just come to this side here. On the top right here, can you see this 9 dot here?
I can see it.
On the top right, can you see the 9 dot? 9 dots you have on the top right of your click.
Okay.
Click on that 9 dot and go and find Zoho Books.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you can see a lot of Zoho there. Just look for Zoho Books, and it will take you to Zoho Books. Yes. Okay, good. So that is how to create banks. So we have created banks, and we have created banks, created inventory, that and other ones.
Hello,
Yes.
Sir. Sorry, I'm asking.
Hello.
Yeah, please, can you check Uju? This is Uju. Some people are complaining on the group that they can't access the class.
There's nothing I can do. Just send the link to them. There's nothing I can do to that. People are accessing it. So if they cannot access, they check the internet, and I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me quickly respond to that.
It may be that they don't have team downloaded on their desktop on their phone. So that's
if they don't have they can use Teams on mobile. They can use Team on their Chrome, on their web browser.
They can use it on their Chrome
it still
now.
has to be Maybe set up or down, I don't know, Sha. But I know it's
Okay,
not automatic. You just have to have downloaded at a point.
Hello.
But
If you're
you
having
can
issue
use
with
your
you
phone now.
joining, please, you can use your copy the address, the Zoom link, paste it into your browser. Then inside your browser, it will ask you if you want to open whatever. Cancel that. It will give you the option to connect with a browser. So continue with your browser.
Yes.
That will be it will be lighter. It will not be too heavy to join than to use. If you want to use the Zoom application, sometimes it can take time before it loads. But use your browser, and I think that will be faster. We have a lot of people in the class already, so there's no issue with the link. I think it's from your hand, either your network or your browser or server that is stopping it. Sometimes your browser can be stopping it. If you are using WhatsApp, you are copying from WhatsApp. WhatsApp can also block your WhatsApp can block your link. Copy the link from WhatsApp and go and paste it to your browser. That is the only way to go. Thank you. Sorry, please, everyone. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Madam Ujunwa. That is, Madam Uju has been one of our regular, and she has become part of BMC. So one day we are going to give her award as a consistent member of BMC. Well done, Madam. Okay, good. So that is how we handle all those ones. Now look at this account here, undeposited fund. This account is an account whereby the cash you receive that have not deposited, it go to this account. But I think, can we disable the account? Can't remember very well. So let's check if the account, okay, import this, no. And did this account, can we make it inactive? No, I think we cannot make it inactive, but we can just assign a number to it, or we can change the name. You can change the name to what? To Impress. If you maintain Impress in your company, you just change the name to what? Impress account, and then you add whatever to it. You can add the code to it. We're going to use 101 for cash. 10101 or 01 for cash, and 10102 for petty cash. Okay, petty and cash, they are the same thing now. So no problem, sir. So we'll get to the naming, the numbering, whatever later. 101. So we can call this one main cash. Some people have the way to maintain their main cash and whatever. So okay, we have 10102. 10102. Okay, so we can have them separate. You can see them following each other. Cash. Okay, so that's just a simple way by which we can create our chart of account. But what happens when you have a long list of chart of accounts? You have a long list. Are you going to be creating them one by one? I think that's a good question that I think most of us will be thinking of. What do we do? At this top here, we have what is called import chart of account. Import what? Chart of account. So just click on this chart of account and you can see choose import. So by the time before you click on choose import, there's something you want to import, right? You can look for sample file here. Click on sample file and then open it so you can see what you are putting in your chart of account. How your chart of account will be what? Will be structured. So let's quickly expand this. I hope you can see my screen. So it means that in your columns, you must have what? Account name, account code. Description is optional. Then the account type. Remember, we have all this account type where we have the account type here. These are the account type you're going to put there. This account type that you have under this place. Under this place, you have the account type here and the rest. Or alternatively, what I do in practice is that I will create at least one account for each of the headings. One cash account, one bank account, one other current asset, receivables, fixed asset, revenue, liability. I will create at least one account for each of these headings. That's the first thing I do. Now, once I have one of these. So when I have this, the next thing I will do is, now I want to add multiple account, right? I will click on export. Can you see this? Export. Click on export, and you want to export to either CSV or XLS 97 to 24 or this. So I'm going to use CSV for now. If you want to password it, you can password your server. If you want to password what you are giving to somebody, you can password it, and only the person that has password can open it. So let's export this, and we have this. So the advantage of this over the first one is that you already have all your type of account here. So now this account ID, this one is not compulsory, so you don't need this. It's by default. It comes by default into the system. So we have the account name, the account code. Remember, we talked about account code earlier. The account code must be arranged. All your assets should have the same account code. They have similar account code. You can see what I've done here. The cash, we have cash to be 101. The bank, I use bank to be 10. The bank are 100 or something like that. We have the bank to be what? 100. We have this one to be what? 1100. 1100. So make sure, but in this case, I can make it 1102 and 1103. But the best practice actually is to maintain the number of digits. If you're having 5 digits or 6 digits, is to maintain them to be, everything should be 6 digits or 5 digits or whatsoever. That is the best way to do that. And you have description is optional also. This is where I'm going, the account type. So now we want to import new account. So you can pick from here. You can pick all those account name from here. Okay, we are creating something here now. We want to create traveling expenses. We want to create traveling expenses now here. You can just create what? Just add traveling expenses here. Travel expenses, and you type expense there. Since you already have the sample here, just copy exactly the way it is here and just go and paste there. Or if you like, you can also continue from here, down here. Continue from down here, continue, fill in your information here, and go ahead and delete the top. Then you upload it. It will still give you the same result. Okay, so let me quickly, I will not upload this, but I'm going to use this as an import demo. Now, where are we? Let's go back to our tool. Right click on this, import now. I want to import. So I'm going to use the one we export now. So go to download and select this one that I just export now. I'm going to select this so that we can learn something here. Go look up, please. Now it's asking me what will happen if we find duplicate. You can skip or override. You select either of them. Do you want to skip or you want to override? Or you want to change the file? If I pick the wrong file, I can just quickly go back and pick the correct file from wherever I want to pick it up. So I want to override what I have or skip it. I can select any of them. Then you scroll down again and you can click on next. Next. Now, from the next, it said choose the account based on what? Based on the field that will be the primary field. Is it the name that I want to use or account ID? So that to avoid duplicate, what are we going to use to check the whatsoever? So that is what this one is all about. You want to use the name or ID. So to avoid duplicate, you select which one you are using. So that duplicate will not be imported to the system. So now, all the column, you have to now go to this place. The account name, this is the Zoho Books. This is your own. The one on the right side, this is your own Excel. This is your Excel format you are bringing in. So now check, okay, which column represents the account name in your own Excel? You come here and select that column. Which column represents account code? You come here, you select the column. Which column represents the type? Come here, you select the same. Are you getting me? So any name you give to your Excel, you need to explain to Zoho what each column stand for. And you click on next. And after the next, it will tell you what is happening. Click on next. Oh, editor. So it's going to, it said we have account that are ready to imported 55 are valid. We have 2 unmapped fields. What are those fields? Account ID and account status. They are not mapped to what? To our account ID and account status were not mapped. So let's check if there's anything you can do there. Where's account ID? So there's no account. We have account ID in our home, but there's no account ID here. It means there's no account ID in the Zoho option here. So there's nothing to link. There's nothing to link the account ID to. That's the meaning. But that is not open balance. So we've got to remove that. It's just telling us that those columns were not mapped. So there's nothing you can do with them. So just click on next, and you submit. And that's how to import multiple. I'll just click on import now. It will import multiple row, all the item into the Zoho Books. Sometimes it can skip some rows. Number of records skipped. Let's say some of your rows have issues. You can see the number of records skipped here. View the details of those ones that skipped, and go and check them from Excel. Import the first one, then go and come back and import the other ones too. That is how to do bulk uploading into the Zoho Books. I think we are good there. So that's the view default of COA, custom marketing. Opening balance, okay, we come to opening balance. Keep it simple. That is group similar account, do the numbering scheme, and we've done this. So then what is left on this slide is what? Is opening balances only. That's what is left here. That's opening balance. How do we insert how do we upload our opening balances? How do we go through our opening balances? Any question before we go into opening balance? Any question?
Yeah, I have a question, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's in regards to bank introducing bank to the software. Is it possible to do the real-time banking wherein I know there is a provision that this software have that a customer or either customer can make his payment through a link. It will come to the bank, to the GL, post to the GL straight away instead of you doing it. So I'm trying to know how is it done in the software? Is it a relationship you have to build with your bank? They will give you something that you use to now integrate it with the app, the software, if possible. So if you can have an idea of that. Thank you.
Okay, it is possible. You can link up your bank with, but you know, for security purpose, you cannot just link from wherever you have. You still need the approval of your bank, which is a normal thing. So you have to link up. We have banking integration in the QuickBooks. Okay, you can link up with your bank. You can connect with your bank in real time, and then you have your data into your account. That's the banking option here. Sorry. You can do that. You have the option of using the real-time application with your bank. Application to bank. You have auto upload bank statement from your email. That's for email. Import bank statement. Add bank or credit note. So these are the connection to. These are payment gateway. These are manual banks. So this is the manual banks. Manual banks. So it has these are connect now. Let's see. Connect your bank to Zoho Books. The end user, you have agreement. You continue till you get to the whatever. Are you getting me? So it has the opportunity. You have this to remain to connect your bank. So it will give you the opportunity, but I think that is beyond this class for now. So you see, so you need to contact your bank and see how
looking at.
that
I
can be
know
done.
that some.
Yeah. It is possible very well, very possible.
So present.
And you can upload from a bank statement from your email, or you can upload from Excel.
Okay, but presently
and, all those things. Is that what? Okay. Your question.
So, yeah, okay, I'm saying one. I said that for now, is this? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I was also talking. Okay.
Yes,
I was talking in respect to what you are just looking at, the banking. Yes. I was actually trying to see if there is any bank like you have presently, some other banks you listed here now that they already existing in the app. They have an understanding, but in our own case in Nigeria, we have to physically meet our bank. They will now have to have that handshake for us to be able to have a life.
Security wise, it's not just that easy here.
Yes. Because I get you.
Because they already hijack your account before you know.
Okay. Under the manual approach now, wherein you upload your bank statements through your Excel template if you have structured it. So I'm now looking at how will it be how will it be integrated in such a way that once you upload
it will be uploaded to your account. You will now assign. You will be the one to assign each of them to everything will be uploaded. You now select at your point. You will be the one to now select. This is admin expenses, marketing expenses. You allocate them. That's the job. That's your own job. You will be the one to do the allocation. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So instead of typing everything, you don't type. Your only job is to allocate them. This line, this money is for this for entertainment, this for this for payment, this for all those things there. Is that okay, Prince?
George, yeah. Thank you very much.
Yes, George.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Yeah.
George first. Let George. Hello. Please, Mr. Semi, you do this around. Let George talk. George or Mr. Ismail.
Okay. Right, sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful class, and I've really learned a lot today. So I wanted to ask a question. When you were taking us through the chart of accounts, you spoke about sub account, creating a sub account. So how do we do that with the book with importing the Excel?
Bulk uploading. Okay, you have it there. You can see from my screen, we have a column for parent account. Can you see the parent? There's a column for parent account. So at this point, you're going to put your parent account there. Like these two accounts, they have their parent account, which is what? Plant and machinery, net book value.
Okay.
You can add that to it. And you can also add, this is where we are going already. You can also add the opening balance or closing balance too. At this point, you can add your opening balance. But before you add your opening balance, you have to note something. When you are doing your settings, your migration date is very important. You can see that there's no date here. When you want to import your opening balance with your chart of account, there's no date. In QuickBooks, it will ask you opening balance as at when. And you can see we have only one column. This column, is it the balance here? Is it debit or credit? You're going to select that also. So you have to note those two things very well as accountant. So balance, but before you upload your balance, you have to go back to the settings and where we have your profile or the opening balance. Let's check the opening balance here. You select what is your migration date. Very important. Or else you have to delete everything you do again. Let's say our migration date is the last audited account. 34. So any open balance you upload now will go to that date. Are you getting me? Any opening balance will go to that date. Yeah, you can import from here. You can see opening balance import from here. And the another thing about opening balance is that opening balance will not import your debtors and creditors total. You know, in trial balance, we have debtors total, which is 5 million. We have payables total, which is 25 million. QuickBooks will not import it. Zoho Books, and even QuickBooks same also, they will not import it. What will happen is that you have to import the schedule of the customer that make up that 5 million. Are you getting me? What makes up the 5 million you are importing? You have to import the list of those customers and balances. That will take you to this place. And the same thing applicable to what? To creditors. Those two things, you cannot import the total. So other ones now, you can now come here and input that. You can do the total here. Advanced tax. Let's say you have advanced tax is liability, right? You can have is it a tax? Whichever one, if it is debit or credit, you just put it where you think it belongs to in your account. So it depends on your account. So we have this employee advances. There's advances is also an asset too. Let's say 330 prepaid expenses. Are you getting me? So all these ones you can fill them, but these ones you have to import them. The list here, you have to import the list here, and you go ahead. The impress balance, the main cash balance. Okay, let me quickly put some figures there. Then we have okay, let's say our cash balance is in bank cannot be in, cash cannot be in the credit. Not possible. So furniture and fittings, our debt, our asset is 200,000, and accumulated position is 180 on this, and this is 300,000, and okay, this one will have a net book value, so we don't do anything there. Inventory account, we can't put any figure here unless you have to import the account. If you have any account that is not there, you can add new account here. Then go to expenses account. This is if you are not importing. If you are not importing, it means you can also type them. Can you see the options now that you have various options in Zoho Books? The expenses account. Since we are using the closing balance of last year, we may not use expenses account. If you are importing during the year, if you are doing your migration date is during the year, that's when you import the opening balance as a date, up to date. I think that is clear to all of us who are accountants here. You don't import opening balance for expenses across year. It's not possible. So any bank we have 2 million here, and here we have 1.5 million. Then the liability account. We have the liability account here. This one is 500,000, and we have tax payable to be 267,000. Then we have on revenue. We don't have that. We have this. So let's leave we have opening balance. Okay, this is the account that will house any difference in our debit and credit. Automatically will go to this account. If your trial balance is not balanced, the chart account you are bringing in, let's say they just employ you to a company, and the company does not have a very good, they don't have account. You are just setting up the business, the account structure. You may not have 100% correct trial balance. So with whatever you have, you can start your Zoho Books. The difference will come to this account, and let's say this sorry, this is a liability account. Sorry. $1 million, right? We don't know it. And so you can see here we have what? The shortage. You have this shortage of 2.7 or 2.47 or 7. Okay, let's try to reduce it. And let's put let's just say let's assume we already have 1.2 million retained earnings we are carrying forward, just to reduce whatever we have there. So since we are uploading at the end of the year, so we don't need income account to bring any income account now. I think this still remain We still remain 1 here, 1 0 here. Okay, I think that should reduce. That will go to have. Okay, so this will go to what? Our opening balance adjustment account. Continue. So this may be debtors and creditors, which you can import later and confirm. You can import them later into the system, and you can also import your inventory too. Once you import your inventory as opening balances, their balance will also come to this account until everything become what? 0. So that your account is going to become 0 once you added all those information. So let's go back to our chart account and see our chart of account. Now you can see, okay, we can see the balances here. Let's quickly go to report and see what we have there. Let's go to report down here on the left side, after the accountant, you see report here. Let's quickly see a P&L, our balance sheet for now. You can't see P&L, nothing in P&L. Let's see a balance sheet as I did. So you can see now we already have balance sheet based on the opening balances we imported into our account. So I think I'm done on that particular slide. George, your question, please. So yeah, Adebayo, your question.
Yeah.
Prince, your question.
Yes. Okay, my question is this: with all this, that will it be possible if you want to get the report that you can export all those reports, whatever reports you wanted on this?
Yes. So you can see. Look at the top. Can you see the top here? Export. Look at my screen. You can export as PDF, XLS, export to Zoho sheet, print preference, and anyone you like. You can also share. You can share your report with any other users that you want to share with, and the permission. You can add users anyhow. Welcome. Follow on, your question.
I don't have any questions, sir.
Okay. I can see that you are on mute. Can you mute, please? Prince, do you still have question, Prince?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
George.
Have. Yes, I have questions, sir.
Okay, go ahead with your question, Prince.
Okay. Is on on assets. If I want to set up the assets such a way that on either a monthly basis or whatever, it will run its depreciation by itself and empty into the expense ledger and also the accumulated expense ledger. Is there a way we can integrate that through the asset model? I don't know whether you have.
Yeah, it has. I said it earlier that it has a fixed asset model from premium and above, not all. From premium and above, you have a fixed asset model that you can integrate into your Zoho Books applications. Is that clear? You can. It has not all software has that fixed asset model. We have it here.
Okay.
Where you can set up
for that model.
Where is it? Fixed asset model. This is it.
Okay,
you allow this fixed asset model. Yeah.
Okay, so for that model, do you need to pay additional subscription, or is the subscription you pay any will cover it?
It depends on what you bought. It depends on what you bought.
Hello, sir.
If you bought premium, hello, Prince.
Hello, sir.
If you buy premium version and above, automatically it comes with fixed asset. If you bought any other thing below that, you are going to buy an add-on as you buy fixed asset as an add-on to your account.
Oh.
Okay, great. Mr. Samuel, Adio.
Okay.
Your question, please.
Okay.
Yeah, my own is if you want to import and without doing the mapping, must what is in the Excel be tallied with what is in the Zoho? For example, if ID is number 1 is the column 1 in Excel, must it be ID column 1 in the Zoho, or you can just they can be arranged anyhow?
I think I've explained that where you are doing mapping, you will be the one to explain your column to Zoho Books. You pick the column that tallies with that particular. If in the Zoho Books, the first the first one there is account name, but the account name is the third on your own. Click on that drop down and pick account row to match that row.
Okay.
Are you getting me now? So it doesn't matter how you arrange it, but you need to explain to Zoho what you are bringing in.
Okay, thank you.
Great, sir. George. Okay, it's like George is no longer there. Let me move. You can lower your hand, George. Okay. So let's see. What else again do we do now? What's the next thing now? I think we're supposed to go on break now. So we're supposed to go on break, and let's quickly go on break and come back to sales invoice. We need to have this before
Sorry,
sales
sir.
invoice now. Before, so that
Hello, sir.
we have
sorry,
very little time now. Okay, Prince, ask a question.
Okay, sorry.
Ask a question.
I have a okay. There's another concern I have. There's one of our clients. They started using Zoho Books, though not we that deployed it, but we noticed that the person that set it up for them, they didn't do a good work, and they have been using it to start doing their normal posting. But what they are doing is just an aspect of sales postings. Other thing that relates to other transaction and all that, they are not working on that, and there was no opening balance from maybe the audited account or management account that was used to set up the account as opening balance. So, but at the moment they are just doing their normal daily posting. So in that case now, if we want to work on that, do we need to expunge whatever they have done before, or do we go by uploading the opening balance of any period that we have, like audited account balances? Now they will not continue from that. I just want to have understanding on that aspect. Thank you.
Yes, you can. If you have not set the opening balance before, you can still go and check. Go and check if the migration date can be reset and the opening balance will be imported. I think that's very simple. But if they don't have a balance, it means that they did not provide opening balance for the person who set for them. Sometimes clients are very funny. They don't have enough information and they want magic to happen. You know, the person who is setting up the Zoho does not have, cannot just put any figure in their system. They need to provide the information for the person too. Are you getting me? I'm not defending the person, but that's what is happening in the industry. Most of them they don't have information that you need, and they want miracle to happen. There's no way. It's not possible for you. You can't turn yourself to data and be inputting something in their system. Are you getting me?
Exactly. You are not defending. That's exactly what's happened. That's it. They
That's
won't give that information, and
they don't even know their balances. There's nothing you can do. Yeah. So if you have it, Prince, you can just go back go and check their migration date, and but only if you have the admin right that you can do that too. Oh, sorry, Mr. Samuel. I think it's you that you have that question.
Yes, sir. Yes. Still on that, sir. So there are some software that once they save the first transaction, you cannot edit opening balances. Is that possible?
No, it depends on the admin right. Admin can give you right to edit. If you are the admin has right to edit in Zoho Books, so not ERP. No, ERP is very rigid and very complicated. But in Zoho Books, admin can edit and delete. But but you as a user, admin may not give you right to edit or delete. You don't give right, if you have to go back to Oga, please let me delete this. Then they have to ask you, give you memo to explain why you want to do that. So the more memo you get, the more you know that you're already on your way. Okay, let's quickly have a 5-minute break and just relax and stretch our leg. If you want to use yourself, go to the toilet and or take a coffee or whatever, and then we'll come back. Thank you very much, everybody. So while we are doing refreshment and networking, if you have LinkedIn account, can drop your link here for others to follow. Let's drop our LinkedIn account so that we can follow each other and create a very good network among ourselves. So remember to drop your LinkedIn profile on the chat box. Let more people follow you, and let's see how we can be of support to each other. Don't forget that. That is what this time is for. That is, it's not just for not for eating only, but for both that. So you can drop your LinkedIn profile. So let's follow each other on LinkedIn. So that's my profile. So you can follow me on LinkedIn. That's my humble face. As I came Mustafa on LinkedIn.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I want to ask that the ability to import and export all these charts of accounts, as the case may be, is this something that is an access that is limited to the admin or even the users, or is dependent on the level of access given to the users?
Yes, it has to be. It is dependent based on it is limited based on the access given. Not everybody can do everything on Zoho Books. They can limit your right to do certain things. When they limit your right, you cannot do it.
Okay.
Welcome.
I guess it's
Welcome. So this is now networking time. Remember to drop your LinkedIn profile to have more like-minded people to follow you.
Sorry, I don't have another question. So you were talking about ERP the other time. So I have a little experience with ERP. So I could see that under the Zoho now, we have under the chart of accounts, the account type, we have fixed assets, we have cash, we have bank. But I don't know, for ERP, I don't think that breakdown is there. So would it mean that you have to just create your chart of accounts just underneath? We know fixed assets will eventually be under assets in general. So does it mean that you then just create, okay, computer as a fixed asset under assets directly, since they don't have that like breakdown?
I think it depends on whoever is setting up for you. I don't think there's a module that I don't think there's no module that is not in ERP. It depends on how many modules you are buying. No, it comes in various modules. You buy modules upon modules. Yes, you buy modules. So and the module can be more sometimes can be expensive. It's a free whatever online, but at the same time, by the time you started whatever, it becomes more expensive for you.
More expensive. So for Zoho now, because we have this 3-day opportunity, that's why we're seeing all of these assets as at now that we are practicing.
Yes. Okay. So to see whatever, you can go to pricing and see what each one can offer you. For basic accounting or whatever, if you don't have much transactions, from 3/6 upward, you can do your basic small accounting or whatever. And it give you what you want. And when you want to integrate some inventory, just some little items, I think you start from this standard. Sorry, professional rather. So with all those ones, you can just go through it and then you can see whatever is applicable to your client or yourself or whatever. It's very cheap and very you can see that it has a lot of features, and
I can see.
At a very, very good rate. Okay, Mr. George.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Mr. Akim.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I have about 3 questions, so I have been thinking that maybe I should wait till towards the end, or I should just go ahead and
ask your question now.
Okay. Number 1 is when it comes to payment for it, for the stuff, and one has a kind of challenge in that area. Is this something you can assist us with? That's
for payment?
1. Yes.
Sure.
There was a time I had that challenge, particularly paying using Naira. I mean, my Naira card to pay.
Okay.
It was a challenge. So
I think it's more better now. It's more easier than before. It's not only card again now. You can use transfer. You can do a lot of things to pay.
Okay.
The payment now is much more easier than before. Yes.
Okay.
The second question.
Okay. Yes. Number 2 is that I just wanted to be sure, although somebody asked this question, this Zoho invoice, Zoho inventory,
okay,
and Zoho books, which is what we are dealing with right now.
We are doing Zoho books. We are not talking about Zoho inventory today. That's going to be our
yes. I'm actually talking about the all these modules. I mean, Zoho inventory.
Okay.
And then Zoho, which other one? Invoice. Can one bring them together? I think that's where you talk about premium or professional. Am I correct in that area? And bringing them together, are we going to pay separately for that, or one would just go for the professional premium?
If you are buying anything that has the module,
okay,
you don't pay separately. But if you buy something that is outside the module and you want to add inventory to it, you go to pay separately for that add-on. Yes. But if you are buying the module that already has that features, for example, now you have a warehouse. You want to add warehouse to your module. Are you getting me? You're going to go for what? Elite. Yes. You're going to go for Elite. Even though the premium support your branches, premium support up to 8 locations. Sorry, 3 locations here, but does not support branches. Are you getting me? So if you want to add branches, it means you have to go for what? Elite. So if you want to add additional, if you want to add warehouse here, it means you have to pay extra for that warehousing.
Okay.
Are you getting me now? So that is how it works. Yes.
Okay. Now I'll go to the last question. Thank you. I just want to ask this. Is there for us, like you started earlier on, that we freelancers, for instance, some of us will have quite a number of different clients. So when I listen to you very well, it appears that one can create a company for the client, then another company for another client, then be paying for them. Now, when you have
you pay for all of them. If you want to, okay, go ahead.
So if we have about 10 clients, for instance, now as a freelancer, as a professional accountant, is there a kind of discount from Zoho for that kind of thing? And if there is none, do you have any other maybe idea of any other accounting stuff that we as professionals too will be able to have a small money because of the number of clients we have?
Zoho can also give you they give you discount in terms of credit sometimes, and but if you want to become their partner, you can apply for their partnership. They give you commission based on the number of whatever you sold.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's stop the question and answer there, Mr. Ismail. Please, let's stop question and answer now so that we have only 30 minutes to finish. Let's quickly go through it. I will come back to question, please. sorry, so that because we will not finish the slide if you want to go by this. Sorry about that. I'm not stopping you, but just note your question, and then we'll come back there because we've not gotten to the real practical, the daily activities now. We have been talking about setting up and other things. So sorry about that. So now let's quickly look at. We are going to be brief on all other things we are doing now. We'll be brief, but I think once we have a very, very good basic solid background, we're going to develop on that, which I'm sure we will. Okay. Now let's quickly look at invoicing. Okay, but before we move to invoicing, you can see that while under the settings here, we have the general. The general, you can select the mode you want to enable for the trial version that has everything now. You can see the Zoho inventory here. I can enable it, but I don't need Zoho because we are not doing that for today. So I will not enable that now. So we have the first day of the week. You can select the first of the week, and it do give discount. We said that. At what level? Is it at total level or at row level? You can also do that also. So you can have, we have that. Then select additional charges you like to add. So we have, so do you want to sell tax at tax inclusive or exclusive? You do that, you select. So all these are the other general or whatever that you can also do. Your invoices, you want to duplicate, you want to print in duplicate or in triplicate or whatsoever, you select that. So you don't have default setting. I will choose while printing. You want to send weekly reports. So all these ones, you can always go through them and see. You want to send this. You want to send mail to somebody or whatever. This is a default sample for you to follow. So you can always go through and check all this one. So I'm going to leave that. So let's quickly go back to the main task. Daily activities we're going to be doing. One, we have sales. How do we sell in QuickBooks? In Zoho Books. Sorry about that. So we click on sales, and the first thing you do is you create customer. You can sell to an abstract person. Create a customer, which is the first starting point in selling. The customer type, is it a business or individual? You select whichever applicable. Let's say we are dealing with individuals this time around. You just type what? What's the name? The contact person is Mr. Alade. So the company name, you select what's the company name. You can put that Alade Enterprise. And what is the display name? Which name you want to display? You can have a display name. So it can be Mr. Alade Enterprises or whatever. Anything you want to add, you can just do that so that you can quickly identify the person. It can be plumber. If you know that people will not know the name again, you will not know who the person is. By the time you had any display name here can be different from this and can be the same with any of this. So his phone number, his email address, you can put it here. And let me just add an email. Nurture to Excel. That's the reason why I'm adding this now. .com. I'm adding this deliberately. Oh, but will I be able to do that with this account? The same account I'm using as an admin. No, let me use Brattle. That's the reason why I'm adding the email deliberately. Brattle Multiconcepts at Gmail. Come. Okay, good. Okay, so I don't want to add all other ones because of time. I've just saved this. Okay, now I've created this customer. I'm not bringing opening balance. Remember, we can bring opening balance. So I want to create an invoice now. And the flow of transaction actually is from estimate. You give estimate like quotation to your client. They give you purchase order. The purchase order in your own account will become sales order. In the account of the customer is a purchase order. In your own account is what? Is sales order. These two will not eat your GL. Estimate and sales order will not hit your GL. Only invoice will eat your general ledger. These ones are just like performa. This is performa invoice. This is estimate. It's like performa invoice, which client will now say, okay, this is what you want to buy. At the end of the day, you now invoice based on that. So we have seen how to add. We can integrate payment gateway, and we have what is called customer portal. Let me quickly explain that. The customer portal. Sorry. The customer portal. So customer portal is about. Sorry. The customer portal. This is where you can allow customer himself. Let's say you have multiple customers, and instead of them to be coming to you, they can go and check their balances in your account. Whereby your customer can go to Zoho Books to go and check his report with you. That is what the customer portal is all about. How do we give our customer our server? Click on the customer, and you can see from top here, you can see enable portal. Enable portal, this customer will be emailed, and the customer will be able to accept or deny from his end. You can invite, if he has not, the portal invitation was not accepted, you can invite or send email. Let me quickly check that particular email if it's accessible now, and see if you can see how that works. So while that is loading, we'll go back to this. Okay. So now let's go back to invoice now. I'm going to invoice this client, new invoice. And another good thing about Zoho is this. You can see that I've not invoiced before. When you want to do anything in Zoho Books that you have not done before, you have a video to watch. Sorry, you have a video. So have a video on how to create an invoice. You can see very straightforward thing. Sales receipt. You have okay, not showing videos here, but you can also access their videos from one of your server. So go to this place. You have a new invoice, and let's quickly create invoice for this. Set your. Do I give discount at levels? No, at line level. Adjustment or this or that. My price is tax inclusive or exclusive. You can determine that, and don't need other ones. Just save this. I will be doing all this one by myself. So I'm going to select a customer, which is Alade. Sometimes your customer is not showing up. What do? You click on this search button here. When you click on this search button, the customer name the list will be activated. Then you can select from the customer. The invoice number, you can allow Zoho Books to be automate your number, or you can add your number by yourself, whichever way you like. Then the invoice date, let's say the invoice is yesterday, and the time of payment, 30 days, 60 days, or when, or custom date. You can add the custom date by yourself. When is likely to pay, when the customer must pay back. So let's say it's going to pay back by Monday. So you can add the custom date. Then salesperson, if you want to link it up with salesperson, among your staff, there's somebody that you want that should be in charge of these sales. You add it. The subject, the customer, whatever the invoice is all about, maybe supply of noodles. Supply of noodles. Like we all know that we are into different products and other things. Then we have item details. Now at this point, you can either type, let's say this offering is offering a service. You can just say, okay, sorry, we say it's a plumber now. We already said this man is a plumber. So let's say plumbing service. Let's start from there. Plumbing service. Okay, it supply us supply of WC. You know, WC is not our asset. Sorry, it's not our inventory. It might be an asset or something like that. So let's say toilet seat or something like that. Toilet seat. So you can see that we just type here now. How many? Supply us like 3, and each one is how much? Each one is 23,000. Then we'll have discount. Any discount. Discount can come in two ways, either percentage or in naira. So you can select whichever applicable when there is that. And the tax also is this taxable or not? You also, sorry, we are the one selling now. This is our customer. We are selling, we are not selling. Okay, let's just do that. We are selling. Sorry about that. We are mixing some things up, but for learning purpose, don't worry. So, okay, so we have this. We are going to charge VAT. We had a new rule again, and the guy is also buying pipes too. Pipes, and he's buying like 10. Don't worry, we'll set something straight. This, and this is, we're also charging VAT on this. VAT on this also. So that is it. Now you can see that the VAT has been added here. If you are doing VAT inclusive, the VAT will be shown here, but will not increase the total. Automatically, it will reduce the VAT so that it can go to the VAT account, but will not what? Will not affect your total. So let's save, and we have options here: save and send, save and share, save and send later, save and print, save and share. So, and the save and so we have 4 options here that you can select. But we are going to save as draft now, and let's see how our invoice look like. Let's see it as a PDF format. Let's see it as a PDF and see how it's going to look like. So you can go ahead and edit your invoice as you like. So this is our invoice. Very simple invoice. If you add the settings, you can add thank you for this thing, add your signature, add all those things. You are free to add to customize your invoice. And you can select where this one will stay, either the right or left, all those things there. Okay, so we've sold this invoice to this client. I will send the invoice, but as it is now, it will not hit because we have just save as a draft. We've not sent it to a client. It will be like a draft. So to allow this thing to hit our GL, you click on mark as sent. This is when it will now hit our general ledger. If you don't mark as sent, once Zoho Books is not sure that the client has received it, Zoho Book will not add it to your what? To your server. Now, the next thing after that is to receive payment. To receive payment, you can click on the payment receipt from here, or on the invoice itself, you can see record payment here. Alade Enterprises. Amount, how much did he pay? You can say, okay, this is just pay us 100,000. And is there any tax deducted from source? You select from here. No tax deducted. If there is, you check this and go and select the tax that if it's withholding tax or VAT whatsoever, you do that. Then payment date, to which account? Into Zenith Bank account. And you have any note you want to add, you can add it. What is payment mode? Is it transfer? And save, record payment. So the invoice will now show as partly paid. Can you see now? The invoice is now what? Partly paid. And if you want to print this invoice now, it's going to show you the balance. This is balance due on this invoice. Sometimes our job does not involve sending invoice and getting payment later. Somebody is buying and we are collecting money at that point. Somebody is paying and we are collecting our money at the same point. What do? We're going to use what is called sales receipt. It's similar to sales invoice, but we are going to select bank immediately. So this one will not go to the receivable account. It's going directly to what? Between sales and bank account. So before I create this, I quickly want to introduce us to what is called items, which is inventory. All Zoho books come with inventory, but there's limit to how far you can go with this extent. Let me quickly see that. Let me show you that. Click on this. We have to create a new item now. We have from this place, we have new item, and it's going to be goods, noodles. Noodles, that's the name of the product, and selling price is 23,000. Okay, unit is in pack. Let's use box. And the purchase price is 15,000 or 21,000. Then this won't go to sales, to go to cost of sales. Remember, inventory account, any inventory account that you want to track will always affect 3 accounts. But in this case, you can see that only 2 accounts is affected. In account, inventory will go to 3 accounts. When you buy it, it goes to inventory account. When you sell it, it hits your cost account and hit your revenue account. But in this case, something is happening here. What is happening? We cannot see the inventory account. So in that case, it means that we cannot track our inventory. What do? We go back to your settings, and so let me leave here. Let's go back to settings here. We have inventory account or item account. Let's come to item account, and I will click on the track, enable track inventory. I'm going to check this small box and click on save. There are other options there you can also check, but I'm not going to do that because of our time now. So let's go back and create our item. Now you can see that we now have item and adjustment here. Now I can now click it. Let's go back to a new item now. Now we have noodles. Again, we are going to get it in box or in packages, anyone we like. We have 23,000 and we have 21,000. The revenue account here is says noodles. I think we have noodles we have noodles there. If you want to have a cost for noodles, you can also do the same thing. If you want to add tax for buying or selling, you can add it from here. And now we want to track. Consider this box is now active now. I'm tracking this item. Now my inventory account is showing up. What is it? I'm going to select my inventory account. If it is raw material, for people who want to do manufacturing, at this point, we're going to select raw material, finished goods, and the rest. Opening balance is what? 20,000. Sorry, 2,000 stock. We have 2,000 carton, 2,000. And the valuation method is FIFO or WAC. Which one? So we have the cost price at the point of purchase was 20,000. That's our opening stock rate. Save. That is how to create inventory here. So we have 1 items now in our noodles. So unlike the first one that we just type, we can type in on our invoice. We can also select on our invoice. So let's quickly look at sales receipt now and use this option called sales receipt now. And I'm going to create a new customer. Can see what I said earlier? You click on this, no name is coming out. Can you see? Click on this button on the right side there. And then now you can select customer. But the customer new is not here. I'm going to click on new customer, and his name is Felix. His name is Felix. And then I want to see Felix also here. So I don't want to save another thing. Let me just save it because of time. You can upload anything. You can do all those things. Also, all these invoice page, all the invoice pages, customer pages, vendor pages also allow upload. You can upload your receipt, upload anything as evidence or whatever, and keep it in your cloud, in the cloud. Now at this point, I want to select this. I can select product now. And we are selling how many? We have at hand, we have 2,000 at hand. We are selling 11. And we are selling at 23,000 naira. And this is it. We are charging VAT for it. Bam. And then now, can you see the inventory is ready? Bam. Your invoice is ready. Okay, you can put your account number here. Kindly pay to do all those information we had. You can add some note here, and you can use it for all your sales receipt. But since this is the sales receipt, I don't think we need to add account number again because it's paying at the point. Now down here, where is the money paid to? This is the difference between sales invoice and sales receipt. Sales invoice does not ask you for payment, but this one has payment now. Okay, this guy is paying per transfer to which account? To Zenith Ogba. Now save. Now save. Now you have saved. Bam. So you can print it and send to the person, and you can keep it. Remember, we enable something for our client, right? Okay, this is the payment we just made. This is the payment we made. Can you see? It has sent receipt to the what? From BMC Masterclass. Okay, so I think we also have, where is the note we sent earlier? The invite we sent. The invite we sent, where is it? Pam. It's like the invite did not go. Or is there any mistake in the email? Or because I've used the same email for a client? Now I've used the same email for a customer of a server. I think that's what is wrong somewhere. Or let me refresh this. Let me see. Okay. So with that, I will have been able to show you how the portal will look like. Maybe in another class we will see that. We will see that how it works. So that when I log in, I can view my transaction from the back end. So that the client has given me the opportunity to be able to view my transaction from the back end there. Okay, that is how that works. I will have resend it, but the time is already gone. So we have seen how to create item here and adjustment here. But if we enable inventory, if we enable tracking inventory, we will see more options there. We have more options. If you come to inventory and we have we check this box and you know, you are going to pay. You remember, if you are not buying the entire whatever before, but if you are buying it based on the billing whatever, click enable and click save. Why is it? What is happening? I'm not sure it's enabled. It's not enabled. It's stopping. Is it because of free version? But it should. It should. Okay, let me come here and add it. So inventory. I can add it. So access to inventory. Since I already have account, I already have so account as so I'm using for this BMC server. You know, I have more than one account on my I now have more than one account here now, which means I can select between accounts. I can manage my client account from here. Can you see? I have two accounts here now. So, but I'm adding it to this particular account. So, okay. Now I should be able to do more. Let me quickly save this. Get started. We don't have more time. Okay. No thanks. Now at this point, you can see that. Let me go back to here, refresh this page. I should be able to see my server from here now. Oh, it's still not showing up from here, but you can see from here, I have more other options there. Item group, this. No, it's still not giving what I want. There are still more other things that I have there. I don't know why. Inventory. Don't know what's wrong with it.
You have written 13. Habi, you circle 13 and now say continue. Then you look, okay, after this 13, okay, I did not circle this one.
Please, can you mute, please?
Then I circle here.
Stock tracking is this will be based on the bill of server. You allow enable, but I don't know why it's throwing back. It's not going. So that will have I will have shown you some, but that will be our next training. That's on Zoho inventory. So next thing we look at is the purchases and expenses. What happens when we want to buy? The same way we sell. The same way we sell, we also have the same way to purchase also. So you can do this later.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
So we have purchases and bill and pay. Okay, ask your question, please.
Okay, so back to the sales that we are from the sales where we are coming from. So initially, when you did the posting, I mean, when we did the invoicing and it's recorded either as a receivable or as a straight up sales. Is it that it's going to be recorded somewhere? Like, are we supposed to already see where it's eating, like where that sales is affecting our books of accounting? Maybe like our journals, our chart of accounts, or we are just still doing sales. We've sold the goods. I don't know if my question is clear, sir.
Okay. You can see that when we are creating for the one we just posted earlier, you go because we didn't do any settings, it will go straight to our sales account. There's the account called sales there. But the other one that we created for noodles, you can see that we selected when we are creating that particular noodles, we've selected income for noodles. We selected cost of goods sold. If so, any account you select at the point of creation of your inventory of your items will be the one that will house that revenue.
Okay, so for the first one now, it was more like a receivable. It has not yet hit our income account. So is it that we're supposed to see it under receivable before we now did the payment part?
By default, hello. Hello. So that question. Let me quickly go back to Zoho Books and let's see what you just asked for now. Let me go back to reporting and see your profit and loss account. Let's go to profit and loss account.
Okay. Under reporting.
You can see that the first one we did, because we did not select and there was no settings we do, it goes straight to our sales account. But for items that we linked up to different accounts, it goes straight to account selected. Can you see that we have two sales? The first one go to just normal sales account because we just type in the sales. We go to this main account. But for other ones that we want to select account, we create them as item or as a service. It can be an item, it can be a service. It goes straight to the account selected for that purpose. Are you getting me now? That is just the difference between the two. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, where are we? We want to talk about payments, right? We're talking about purchases. Are we? So we have to create vendors. The same way we create customers, we can also create vendors the same way. Just select this and create a new vendor. And so when you want to buy, you just buy from that same vendors. Now, let me quickly look at when you want to buy, you are going to create a bill. You create a bill from that customer and you make payment on that customer. But let's look at expenses before we leave that. Expenses is something that doesn't go through vendors or whatsoever. There's something we want to expense once and for all. Just pick a date, select the account, and type the amount. Then does it have tax or anything inside? Pay through what? Where do you pay from? You pay from Man Express or whatsoever. Then you save this. You can link it up to the vendor or whatever. You can also do that, but we not that. We want to upload the receipt. You have the receipt evidence that you used to buy fuel. You select the receipt and you upload it. Then you save this. That is how to post expenses there. You also have what is called bulk expenses.
You have done everything you're supposed to do. All shoes are washed.
Please, can you mute, please?
Church clothes, house clothes, they are all washed.
With this, please.
Who is that talking here now?
I've muted her.
Me.
Okay, thank you very much. I've muted all of them. Thank you very much. Okay, so sometimes you don't have time. Maybe you have more expenses in the day, and you don't want to be doing it one by one. We have what is called bulk uploading. Can you see bulk add expenses here? So this gives you opportunity to quickly add as many as possible at the same time. Okay, on this date we bought fuel, and the fuel is what 2,000, and we pay through what through main cash, and that is all. you want to add any information, you are free to add those informations, but it's not compulsory at this point. On this date, we do this. We have this one expenses, and the amount is what 120, and we pay from where? From so this is called bulk what? Bulk add expenses. Are you getting me now? So you have vendor name or customer name to it. You can do that. Just click on what? Click on save. So if you go back to your balance sheet now, you can see that this money has been removed from those accounts, from Impress and from main cash, while the expense account has been increased by those value. So let's quickly look at the report side of it here. Report side here. I'm going to click on P&L. P&L. So you can see now we should have expenses now. We now have expenses now because of what? Those one that we did as a bulk uploading. We have cost of sale on the noodles. This one does not have any cost. It's just a random sale. So we have, let's go back to report again and see the balance sheet. And another thing is that on report, let's see balance sheet first. Reporting in the, so when you have branches, you can also filter to see report from different branches and from different things there. This is a balance sheet. This is a balance sheet. You can see now. We want to see the main balance from here for Impress cash. Let's see the GL. You can see that we spent this money out of this 43 that we have. You can see the money we spent from it. So that is that. Okay, so that is just everything we have to do here. And I think so we can, I know we can, since we have registered our account, we can go and explore more. And see these are different reports you can actually check from this thing. And we also talk about automations too. There are a lot of things you can automate in the QuickBooks too. You can just go ahead and explore them. Under your settings here, you can see automations. So you can automate something here. Automation. So we have workflow rules. So although all these ones are more of they are more technical at this point, but at least you can do some integration and automation from here. Work rule, this and that, reminders, notifications. So you can always go ahead and check how this one can work with you. So the SMS integration, Zoho apps, there are different Zoho apps you can connect to your server from Zoho. We also have Zoho ERP, CRM, your tax management, your program management. So depending on what you are doing, or depending on the company you are find yourself, that will determine what you need to add. So you can also collect your WhatsApp. You can link up to Uber for businesses, marketplace, so wherever you want. You can always go ahead and do that. So I think it's already one, and then we'll get to where we are going. So let's give opportunity for general questions now, and we move from there. But like I said, somebody said something earlier. Some people have clients. Just to help them track their bill and pay, just their bill and receipt. For example, like schools. So Invoice is free, 100%. Please go and learn So Invoice. You can use it to help your client to solve their billing problems, their receipt problem, and they get instant report. You can see the debt and whatever. School does not really, most of them does not even care about how much you are spending. But if that is the area they are looking at, so Invoice is free for them. Just check them and help them to manage their bill, and you make your simple, small and big money from them. So I think at this point we're going to allow few questions, and before we call it a day in total. Thank you very much for your time. So, question.
Thank you very much, sir, for this class. Please, I have a few questions here. Number one,
okay.
The case of having
before you commission. Ask a question. Hello, please. Don't forget to send your LinkedIn profile. I can see that some people have dropped theirs. Let's try to follow each other. That's a way to create a good connection within ourselves. People of like mind will go a long way than just random people on there out there. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. So talking about sales commission and third-party commission. So I try to prepare an invoice using Zoho, just as you have directed us. And so I was now looking at preparing adding a sale commission. So is there a way that we can do that with the invoice?
Yes. You want to add sales commission to that invoice, right? Or deduct from that. Is it adding? Yes, no. You create as a service also. On where you create the item, you go back to where you create item, and you create commission there. Where we have the items. Let me go back here. Item here. I'm going to select item.
My second question.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I just go through my question?
Can you see service here? You select service.
Okay, here. Yes.
Okay, service. And then you put commission there. So that's all about that. Okay, your second question now.
Okay.
First one
answered. My second, yes, answered correctly.
Okay.
Then my second question is about age receivable and payable. So is there a report for age receivable and payable?
Sure.
And also how we can track our payable to know clients that are owing that have been owing for past few days or past few months.
Just go to your report. Just go to report and go and explore those ones.
Okay.
Account. I'm going to receivable now. Let's see what we can get from here. Aging receivables, aging details. These are the normal one, not custom report. You can create a custom report like I said earlier, but these are the basic ones. Aging summary, aging details, invoice details. So these are your receivables reports that come directly with Zoho.
Okay.
I think that
AR aging summary.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's account receivable aging summary. 1 to 15 days, 16 to make all those things. You can see there.
Okay. Yes. I can see it here. Yes, thank you, sir. Yeah. Then okay, so maybe I will still need to explore more to see if I will find the sales report also. Then also can we download all these our reports in Excel from Zoho?
Yes, all reports can be exported to Excel or PDF. All your reports. If you click on sales by item or sales by customer or whatever, at the top you can see all your reports can be exported. Can you see export? Can you see export here? So you just go and explore more. This class is not exclusive. It's not exhaustive. It's just an eye opener or a guide. And as an accountant, we have to do more and more. You can't know everything in a day. You can't know everything in a month. The more you use, the more you do, the more you understand it. So you have 15 days to try to go through it. Please don't be lazy. Just take your time. You can watch videos, you can watch the recordings, you can go online and do more research. And I can tell you, you'll find it more interesting and very easy and straightforward to use.
All right, sir. Then lastly, what about the security? The security, yes.
I don't have any issue with the securities, but if the person is not so loose, or you don't just click on any link on your desktop, it's very difficult for somebody to hack into your account. All these accounts, all this software, they have a very strong security server. From logging in, they have to sometimes you have to send you some code. You have it has a two verification code or whatever on the Zoho Books, whereby you can. If somebody wants to log in, it will ask for some code or server or send an email confirmation. All those things are there. But if you are not that loose, or you don't just click anything on your listing, or you click on the phishing items on your whatever, I think your account or whatever is secured 100%.
Hello,
so apart from online, can we have access to it offline?
Hold on, please. Let me ask. I will call you one by one now. Let me call you one by one, please.
Okay, sir.
So can we access it offline?
Mr. Dami Kenny, your question.
Yes. Good afternoon. What you are doing? I made mention of the invoice for making of invoice and expenses. Does he have any limitation? Because since it is free, does he have any limitation? Anything free that might be limitation?
For invoicing, for Zoho invoicing, I think it's 10,000 per annum.
Okay.
Zoho invoice. Yes, I think it's Zoho invoice. It's 10,000 per annum. Let me check from here. Sorry. It's 10,000 per annum. Yes, Zoho invoice is 10,000. If I can, I'm sure. Zoho invoice. I think before you use 10,000 finish. You can see 100% free. 100% free. That is Zoho invoice. But I think it's around 10,000. 10,000. 10,000 or so. Let's check it. Yeah. You can check it.
And
you
also,
can go and check it. It's around 10,000.
Can we get the recording of this event? Can we get the recording of this event? Yes.
These videos actually, I don't want to give it out. But because of the people who are not able to join, I will release it. I want to sell it to pay on seller. I want to sell it to 2,000 naira for people to pay on seller, to pay seller money. I don't want to use my money to pay for seller. But because of people who are unable to join, I'm going to give it out for free. That's the main reason I'm giving it out.
Thank you.
For free. Yeah. Great.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, I raise up my hand, sir.
Okay. Who is that person? Your name?
Mr. Gbenga. Please, okay. I just want to how to manage stock credit with stock credit is a little bit different. Stock credit. So when customer walk to the store and if they buy item, maybe they purchase item worth 1 million, but they eventually pay 1.5 million. So the remaining balance, so we document it as stock credit. So I want to know how to report that.
It will show as more than what they bought. It will turn the client to debtor, the client to creditors now. In balance, no. It will still be a customer, but the balance will be minus. It will be minus balance.
So, so that means the account will have a debit or credit balance. The running balance.
Instead of having a debit balance, it will have a credit balance.
Okay, that means it behaves like a ERP.
Yes.
Because the point of sales, they don't behave like that, except we document it.
And
so that the customer can come back and use the stock credit.
Point of sales is different. It's instant. It's like instant payment. You want to buy at the ShopRite and you want to pay more. It's not possible.
Okay, so there's another thing.
Point of sale does not allow that.
Okay, there's something I noticed. The customer, there is no a unique code attached to each customer. So the two customers, Alade, and the second one that you open, there is no column where you can assign a unique code. Well, sometimes some system auto generate the code. So if you have that name repeated in the system, it will have a unique code. The code will be different throughout the entire serial number.
Yes, you are right. You are right. I think it doesn't have. It doesn't have a code. It doesn't have code, but the custom thing you can find a way to include that if you want to add more details into it. You can add more details, but it doesn't use code. It doesn't use code like in chart of account as a default thing to track customer.
Okay. Yeah, that's clear. Thank you.
Let me check if I can see it, but I've not used it before. It doesn't okay, the next question now.
Okay. I've been raising up my hands.
Amarachi, let Amarachi ask question.
Okay.
Amarachi.
Good afternoon,
Academy.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Let Amarachi ask
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. We are hearing you.
Okay, so I have a question. My question is, you raised an invoice for Mr. Alade and also a receipt. So if I want to check what are inside that, like the ledger, if if I want to check Mr. Alade's ledger, how will I go about it to see what
Alade's ledger? Okay, what he has done, right? Okay, no problem.
Yes, Alade and so
Alade is there. Just
the
go
customer.
back to your. There are different ways by which you can do that. By mere clicking on the customer, you can see his transaction here.
Okay.
That's Alade Abi. Easy. Now clicking on his name, you can see his this thing here, and you can see the transactions here. You can see his transaction here. And if you go to reports also, if you go to report on the report option, you can also see, you can go back to the receivables, you can see the whatever here. Okay, on the report, we have a business overview, we have a sales report, receivable report, payment report, recurring report, vendors, and the rest. So, and we have a payment by vendors, payment by purchases, all these ones are here. So let's account type summary, general ledger. But let's check. Let's go back to receivables. Then we have by customer. That is the payment. That is the sales by customer. By customer. Customer balance summary. I need customer balance details. Alade. These are Alade's balance only. But I can also use some. I can create some filters also to exclude some customer with zero balances on those. So these account, but the details I actually needed details more than the transactions. So let's click on this man, Alade. So then we can get his more of a transaction from here.
Okay.
Yeah. Balance due, order number, invoices, all those things are here. Next question now.
Thank you, sir.
That's who is that? Yo? Let me call the name of a fine person. Everybody is fine. I'm going to put the name. BS Academy.
Okay, sir. Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you for the wonderful session. It's really great.
You're welcome.
So I have two questions. And the first one is about the import of the bank statement, because I actually tried it. I tried to import the bank statements into the Zoho platform so that it can give me the breakdown analysis before I. So I now noticed some error pumping up that I have to do some headings arrangements. So which I did. So after that, it was also telling me that the description also is not aligned. So I want to ask, did I have to work on the bank statement first before I can import it, or I can import it directly the way the bank sent it?
You have to work on it. That is it. Yeah.
Okay, I have
because
to do the analysis first.
The reason is in some cases it's not in all cases. Are you getting me? Not in all cases. Sometimes you need to work on it, depend on what you have. Because some bank statements will not give you exactly what you want. It can give you some errors. But at the same time, you also need to understand how the Zoho statement also works. For example, let's click on import statement here. Always get the sample file. Always get the sample file. Can you see sample file here?
Yes, sir.
This will go a long way to save you from going to and froing. So when you get the sample file, just go and format. Just go and format your data format your columns in this format. With that will make it will save you of so many. You get me? This is the format, the date. Is it withdraw? Is it inflow or outflow? Name of the person. Are you getting me? And the details of transactions and reference number. This is optional. Ref number is optional. But so once you have your format in this payment, it doesn't matter whether this one come first or this one come last. But just make sure that you have all these 5 columns. Then and I think bank will give you all these 5 columns. You have it in bank statement.
Yes.
Just make sure you have 5 columns. Then it doesn't matter which one is the first row or second row or third row.
Okay. Thank you. So my second question is this. So we based on the lecture, you did add up organizations. So which we have a primary account before we did the add up organization. So the added organization, do they have their own independent login details, or is still your this thing that they are going to be using before they can access the accounts?
And because I'm using my own account here, basically
Yes.
what I do for my client is what I do for my client is I buy for them. I use their name and their email address to buy for them mostly. But if I'm using my account to buy for them, assuming if I'm the accountant managing them, I can use my account to buy. Are you getting me? Because I'm the
Yes,
accountant
sir.
managing the account. So, but if I'm just a consultant to them who just buy, you just employ me because of Zoho, and I just do so and forget about them. I use their details to buy. But if I'm the accountant, I can use them here and I create their own username and password and give them the right. So I can give them admin rights from my hand too. So they can
Yes.
have their login. Everybody that we create as a user will have his own login details, including even the customers that we enable portal for. We have a detail. Vendors we enable portal for. Everybody will have his own login details separately.
Okay. But can they further continue without the primary accounts on their own end? Probably in the
There's no
future.
primary account now. There's no primary account anywhere. Each
There's no
organization is separate. Each organization is
Okay.
separate.
Okay, sir.
This
Okay.
company is different from this. Yes.
That means their subscription will be different. They will be paying it individually too.
Yes, now you pay based on what they are buying. If this one is doing inventory and this one doing inventory, whoever is doing inventory will pay for inventory. Whoever is doing
Okay.
this will pay for his own. Yeah.
Okay.
They are not the same company. But one good thing about that is that when you are buying more, it's like there's a discount there.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
Okay, let's have last question from Prince. Last question from Prince. I think every other question can go into the WhatsApp group. Prince. Oh yeah, Prince. Oh yeah, Prince. Yeah, your question. Okay, no question again. Okay. I think we can call it a day.
Hello?
Hello, go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Akim, thank you very much for the presentation. I asked a question earlier on, but when you were rounding off now, you mentioned something about the discount, which I'm quite interested in, that when you are buying that, can you please expatiate on that briefly? It's a place of interest for me.
Okay. I've said it earlier that when you become a partner, when you can apply for their partnership, there's a way you apply for their partnership there, and they give you bonus on that. Are you getting me? Now, but if you want to use it you want to get a bonus, there are other ways. If you are not a partner, you can still refer and earn. This one will not give you physical cash. Are you getting me? You can refer and earn this, and then you get 15% of the subscription payment. But it will come as a sole wallet credit for you, which you can use to buy any other thing you are buying. But if you as a partner, they will pay you as a partner. If you apply for the partner and they approve as a partnership, they are looking for partners, so they will approve you when you apply. Once you're able to sell one or two, once you're able to sell 2 clients or 3 clients, you become a partner and you get a 15%. But the problem is after 2 years, that's the end for that particular client. You only have for that 2 years, for 2 years for that client. After 2 years, no commission again for that client.
Thank you.
Are you getting me now? That is that from Zoho Books. Okay, good. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Can we have one or two?
Hello.
Comment. I want to make comment now. The only thing that is left is comment. Hello, no question again. No question. Comment. Comment now. I want to go and pray. I want somebody, one or two people who will give us video comments. I want one or two people who
Okay.
will give us video comments
Yeah.
that at least we can use.
I can give comment. The question is, it would have been so good if I get a feedback. It's not a serious distinction. I want thank you,
the
Mr. Kim,
the
for
time is gone. You can ask from
this
the group. I will
opportunity.
respond to your question in the group. I will respond it. Don't worry. I'm going to respond to your question in the WhatsApp group. I'm going to respond. We will not leave you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. Mr. Serif, you want to give us a comment? A video. I want the video comment. One or two. I want one or two video comments. A lady and a man. You can put up your video and drop your comment. How you see the training and your advice for whoever wants to learn or want to follow PMC.
All right. Thank you so much for that insightful presentation. On behalf of all the participants, we quite appreciate your time and the presentation. Thank you so much. May the Lord continue to reward you abundantly. And I also want to all the fellow accountants and other colleagues who are part of this program. These are eyes opener for us. Let us make use of this opportunity. You can see the application, it seems more simplified. We can actually leverage on this presentation for us to expand our knowledge on these applications. Yeah, so let's tap into this opportunity. Let's see how we can continue to to expand our knowledge and scope on these applications. I mean, the accounting world has become a digitalized process. We can't continue using a manual or Excel kind of presentation for our client. Our client needs, especially those that engage in complex transactions, they need an application that will make things easier for them. So this is an opportunity for us to learn more and also to get used to all these applications so that we'll go back to our various clients and see how we can also improve on their transaction. Thank you so much, the management, and we'll be looking forward for more of this opportunity. And we can also look at where we can partner to ensure that this type of beneficial presentation will continue. So I also want to appeal. I don't know if I can ask if we can have a audio recorded presentation of this so that some of those who are missing one or two things can also go back to it at our convenient time. By and large, thank you so much, and may God bless you abundantly. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Sharif. I really appreciate your comment. Like I said earlier, you're going to get the videos. You're going to get the video recording, and everybody's going to get that. You're going to get that for free. And like you said, more of this will come in, and let's see how we're able to build the community together. We will build the community of learners together. And then the next class, currently we are within just short period, 3 days, we're already 200 strong in the WhatsApp group. And I think before the next training on the Zoho inventory, let's see how we can build the group to 500 like-minded people, and we'll learn together and we'll grow. Let's learn together and grow together. I think that's the new slogan from Brattle Multiconcepts. Thank you very much. A lady who will give us a complimentary comment. A lady now. We want a lady. I know there are a lot of ladies there. Are you shying away? Madam Glory, Damola, let me mention your name, even though you've not talked since. Francisca.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Hello, good afternoon,
everyone. Yes, it has been a wonderful day. Yes, I've been under such program before. It's like a refreshing course for me. I really appreciate. Thank you for your effort, sir.
Glory, right?
So I have a question. Maybe, yes, this is Glory Daramola. Maybe some other, maybe during in the WhatsApp group, I'll drop my question. I have a challenge with opening balances in Zoho, but let me don't bring it back here.
Yeah, you can ask the question in the WhatsApp group. I will do justice to it as far as I can. And we have other people there who can also add this. I think in the group it will be more easier, and everybody will learn from whatever we are doing together. Thank you very much.
Yes,
okay, at this point, we will close the class and we'll continue all that discussion in the WhatsApp group. Thank you everyone for making this class a success. I really appreciate every one of you for your time, for the time you take, and I believe I've learned a lot from you too. The same way you've learned here today, I've also learned a lot from you. So I thank you for your time, and I wish everybody success in all our endeavors. Thank you very much. Sir?
Thank you.
Thanks so much, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's connect on WhatsApp group. We're going to I will drop my link there on WhatsApp group, and they will connect more and become more connected. Thank you very much, everyone.